Namaste everyone and welcome to today's Yoga Asana practice. In today's video, we're going to focus on our standing asanas and taking them up a notch from all our previous practices. So I hope you're ready and looking forward to getting started with today's session. Now before we begin, please bring your mat, a bottle of water and a napkin to wipe off your sweat, and let's get started with today's session. If this is your first video and you've never practiced with us before, my name is Anvita Dixit and I will be leading your session for today. I lived and grew up in a yoga institution, so I've been practicing yoga pretty much since I was 5 years old, and really this is life as I know it. So I'm really glad that I get to share this with you because it's something that I've learned right from my childhood, and also with that many years of practice, I think it's just become who I am. And I'm really happy that I get to share that through YouTube with all of you. So without much further ado, let's begin today's practice and let's come onto our mat for our standing asanas. Alright, so let's get started with our asana practice. We're going to begin in our simple Sukhasana pose, rolling our shoulders up and back, gently closing our eyes. Coming into this very relaxed, calm and steady posture, and simply lengthening the spine, closing our eyes and experiencing the activation of the breath. As we feel our bodies settling down and truly becoming calm, composed and relaxed, we take our time breathing long and deep. And then we gently join our hands into a namaskara at the chest as we sit up nice and tall, getting ready for our Om chanting practice. As we steady ourselves, let's take a deep and long breath in. Two more times as we breathe in. And one more time. And as we feel the sound vibration and the deep activation of the breath through the nostrils, as well as the rest of the body, let's now move towards a very simple Parvat Asana practice where we inhale and lift our arms all the way up to the top, stretching and expanding the body as high as we can, keeping our eyes closed and just lifting as high as we possibly can in this moment as the entire body stretches up to the top. Noticing how your lower back, chest, neck and head feel, and truly rising upwards deeply in position. We stay here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As we gently let go, we start to come down. We take a deep breath, release and relax the hands. All right. Now we're going to start moving into our warm-up section. Today we're going to start with cat and cow followed by a cat and cow variation, and then move into our standing asanas. So let's switch position first and let's begin. So coming into your all fours posture like this, you're going to keep your palms and your knees on the mat. Okay, take a moment to settle down in this pose first. Once you feel that you have the right alignment, your palms are in line with your knees, elbows, wrists locked, knees, hips locked, we're going to inhale and rise upwards. So you're arching your spine, feeling that incredible curve in your lower back, head up, chin up, everything rising and opening to the top. And as you feel this upward extension, gently exhale, tuck the tailbone in, take the head down, and curve your spine inwards. We repeat this now 2-3 more times as we inhale, rising up to the top, arching your spine, opening your chest. Exhale as you gently curve in, chin into the chest and head down. And one final time as you inhale, rise up, feel that expansion along your lower section. And then exhale as you curve in, head down, chin inside and chin to the chest. Now come back to a neutral posture in the middle like this. And we're going to add in the variation now. So I'm going to keep my left leg stable. All right. And lift the right leg up like this to the top. So your right foot is pointing to the ceiling. The right knee is bent. And then you exhale and bring the right knee to your forehead. Okay? And we repeat this now in a dynamic motion. So as you inhale, lift up and rise. Exhale, close in and down. Again, inhale, lift up and rise. Exhale, come in and down. 2 more. Inhale, lift and rise. Exhale, down and in. Last one. Inhale, up and rise. Exhale, down and in. Amazing. As you come back now, take a moment, breathe here very steadily. And let's repeat the same with the other side. So now we're going to take the left leg up. Right, point it as high as you can first. Open your chest. Exhale, take the knee into your forehead. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, down and in. Third round. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. Continue. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. Last one. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. All right. Keep your knees back in position. Take a moment to just, move your hips. Feel that blood circulation and that release of energy. And then come into a simple child's pose for a moment as the hips come back to the heels. The head comes on the ground and the arms stretch forward. All right, as we stay here, breathe for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, truly surrendering into the ground beneath you. 7, and 8. Now, as you inhale and rise up, take your time. Press your palms into the ground, tuck your toes. We're going to transition to a standing posture now. So very gently, bring your feet in together. Rise up, inhale, and lift yourself up to the top. Okay, come into your standing position. All right. Now, we're in the standing pose now. We're going to start with our rotational warm-ups and then move into our main asana practice. So for this, keep like a hip width distance between your legs. Hands come into this position on your hips. Open your chest, close your eyes. And let's start with our neck rotations from the right side, clockwise and down for 1, 2, 3, being very slow and quite gentle, 4, 5, and 6. Now change, go 1, anti-clockwise, 2, and just enjoying that experience of freeing up your neck and spine, 4, 5, and 6. As you come back to the center, amazing. Now you can take your hands out wide like this first and then bring them into your shoulders. We're going to go in for shoulder rotation. So we come to the front, forward like this for 1. And you can allow your elbows to touch if possible. 2, 3, nice work. Big rotations. 4, 5, yeah, you've got it. And 6. Now we go backwards. We go 1 and we open wide. Nice work. 2 and back. 3 and back. Keep going. 4 and back. 5 and back. 6. Open and back. All right. And open your arms. Come all the way down and relax. All right. Keep your hands to your waist. Take a moment. Breathe steady here. That was incredible with the neck and the shoulders. Now we transition to the hips. So for the hips, we're going to keep the legs a little bit wider here and rotate the hips completely. So you're going to push forward, tuck the tailbone, take it back, and all the way to the front, right? So this trunk rotation or hip rotation is amazing. We're going to go clockwise, 2 and 3, especially for those of you that store tension in the hips or you feel tightness. This would really help you to open it up. 4 and 5. Now we go anti-clockwise. So 1, the opposite direction. 2, pushing all the way back. Nice work so far. 3, 4, and 5. As you come back to the center, take a deep breath, return to the middle, join your feet together, palms facing the front, and let's take one deep breath here in position. All right, now we transition to our knee rotations. So you're softly going to bend the knees like this, place your hands close to them and rotate. We go 1, 2. So this might, feel a little funny, but it's actually really good for your knees. 4. So you put slight pressure and then take it out. 5 and 6. Let's go the opposite direction now. 1, 2, supporting your kneecap throughout. 3, 4, and 5. Let's do one more, and 6, right? And come back. Release your hands and relax. Excellent. So this type of warm-up is really good because we're just opening up the body, all the joints feel freed up, the muscles feel active and engaged. And it's always a good thing to do this before you start your main asana practice. So with that now, we're going to go towards our main asanas. The first few will be familiar, and then the next few will be new asanas that we introduce today. So let's start with something familiar. We're going to begin with Tadasana. Inhale as you lift your arms all the way up to the top. Stretch nicely in position. Interlock your fingers and pull the spine up to the top. Now rise up on your toes. Really lift your chest. Open wide and hold it here. Yeah, so the whole point of this practice is to balance. Look at any one point in front of you. Open your chest. Keep lifting your body upwards and just hold and stay here for 1, 2, 3, 4. Continuously looking at that one point ahead of you. 5, 6, 7, and 8. As your heels come down, take a deep breath. Stretch your arms up and now go into a lateral stretch, right? So to your right side, as you laterally stretch nicely for 1, push the elbows and the palms out. 2, 3, as you open your chest. 4, 5, and 6. As we inhale, rise up to the top. Stretch your arms, move to the opposite direction. And these lateral stretches just feel so good along the spine and along your, lower and upper back. So open and pull for 1, 2, let the hip also open outwards. 3, 4, 5, and 6. As we inhale, let's rise. Come all the way up to the top. Release the hands. Come all the way down and relax. All right, so that was our incredible Tadasana followed by Chakrasana. Now we're going to go to Vrikshasana, which is our single leg balancing posture, also known as the tree pose. So to begin, we'll keep the right leg stable here and lift the left leg, placing it into the right inner thigh. Okay, like this. Then relax your body, the lower body. Join the hands into Namaskara at the chest and nicely stretch your arms up to the top. That's it. Yeah, excellent. Now pull up, continue to gaze at any one point in front of you and hold here. Okay, in case you feel like maybe you need a little wall support today or you're feeling wobbly, please take the support in the beginning and then over time you won't need it anymore. Okay, so hold and stretch for 1, 2, 3 as your arms continue to rise up. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Excellent. As we slowly come down, let's bring the hands to the center. Release the hands as we come back. Relax the leg and release. All right. So this was Vrikshasana on one side. Let's do the same on the other side now. So your left leg remains stable. You bring the opposite leg in. Okay. Balance yourself. Namaskara at the chest. Inhale to rise up. Perfect. Make sure you're also opening the hip of the leg which is up. It should keep opening outwards. And then you look up to the front, hold and breathe for 1, 2, keep expanding your chest upward and as high as you can. 3, 4, 5, lift some more with each passing moment. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We did a few extra breaths there as you come down. Release your hands and relax. Okay? Amazing. So with these balancing asanas, eventually it'll just feel natural. Your body won't wobble too much. You'll be able to hold it. So trust yourself. Don't judge your practice in the initial days. You're learning. It takes some time. And then once you've got it and it's become second nature, you'll be able to do it and it'll just feel like, yeah, this is natural. Kind of like driving, right? Where it takes time. And then once you get it, it's down to the T, you know it. So trust your body, have patience, and keep practicing. That's really the key to it. Okay? Now, let's move to the next asanas. The next two asanas are Trikonasana and Parshvakonasana. So for this, we're going to extend and open up the legs, almost like double your hip width. Then open your chest and really stand nice and tall here. Now, right hand, okay, so your right and your right foot turns out like this. Now, lift both your arms up into a nice elongated straight line and check here that your front leg, right, is in the midsection of your back foot. And I have this really awesome Tego mat which helps me to do that. And we've also partnered with Tego because I love their products and just their alignments help to keep your legs straight, your body in alignment. So if that's something that helps you, do check out Tego. But anyway, even with or without the alignments, mentally you should be able to hold it correctly. Okay? Now, lean towards your right, and come all the way down. Hold this right ankle, lift the left arm and look upwards. And again, imagine you're leaning against a wall and just push your body slightly backwards, let the hip open, feel that extension in your inner thighs, like your right inner thigh, and then just hold and breathe here. Okay, you've got it. Hold and breathe for 1, 2, 3, 4. You can smile through the practice. It always helps to do that. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Awesome. Now, as you slowly come back, bring your hands into a straight line, turn the other foot in, relax your hands and release for a moment. All right, great work. So that was really well done on one side. Let's now repeat the same on the other side. So we will turn this left foot, okay, keeping the other foot steady, lifting the arms into a straight line. And now hinge or move the hips outward and come down towards your left ankle. Take the right arm up in the air and really lean back, stretch upwards to the top. Keep holding here as you maintain and you breathe, right? So lean back, hold for 1, 2, keep stretching, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, engage your core muscles as you continue to gaze upwards. 8, 9, and 10. Let's inhale, gently rise up to the top. Straight line, turn the foot in, release and relax. Excellent. That was our Trikonasana. Now let's move to Parshvakonasana. So for Parshvakonasana now, we will turn the right foot out to the right side once again. But the difference here is that we're going to bend the front knee, right? In the previous asana, the knee was straight. In this asana, the knee is bent. So adjust your body, find the right balance, and make sure that your knee and ankle are in a straight line, okay? Because that prevents injuries and also that's the perfect alignment for the posture. So make sure you've got it right. Then lift your hands into a single line like this. Lean towards your right and come down with your right hand in front of the right foot. Stretch your top arm in line with your ears. Lean behind gently. Look up slightly. Hold and breathe for 1, 2, 3, continuing to hold and maintain, 4, 5, you're going to feel this on your glutes, your hips, your lower back and your chest, so keep maintaining, 6, 7 and 8. As we slowly come back, place your hands in position. Push away from the ground, return, turn your foot in, take a moment, and then turn the left foot out, right? We're repeating the same on the other side. So adjust your legs, find that activation. Your knee and ankle are in a straight line. Lift your arms up to the top. Take a moment here, lean forward. Left hand in front of the left foot. Top arms stretching over and across. Hold and breathe for 1, 2, 3, keep maintaining, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. Bring the hand back, push away from the ground, turn the foot in and come back. All right, excellent. Let's take a short pause here now before we go to the next 5 asanas. So turn your feet in a little bit like this. Come into the center, hands to your waist. Let's close our eyes and take 2 or 3 breaths in position. All right. Once you feel recentered, let's move to our next asana. We're going to be doing Prasarita Padottanasana and a few variations within that. So let's practice together. It's essentially a forward fold practice. So let's see how to do it. You're going to again open up your legs into this wide stance. But now make sure that your toes are pointing slightly inwards and your heels are pointing outwards. So what this does is when you do fold forward, your balance is maintained and the chances of you toppling over are very few, right? You're going to be able to hold the pose. Make sure you've got this position locked in. Okay. Now, if any of you have like say vertigo or you feel a little dizzy when you fold forward, maybe don't go all the way down, just come halfway. And also in case you have any blood pressure issues right now or anything heart related, go easy on the forward folds and only do it as per your capacity. Okay. Other than that, if you're feeling healthy, you're fine, then this is a safe asana to practice in general. Okay. So we're going to keep the hands here at the waist first and just practice pushing the hips behind, right? As your hips go back, you feel that in your hamstrings, and you're just getting used to pushing at this angle or sort of hinging at your hips. Now lift your hands up at the top, take a deep breath. And as you exhale, push the hips behind, bring the hands down, come all the way forward, and just place your hands to the floor. Now, as you can see with this angle, your head may not come all the way down. So if you feel comfortable, widen the gap. And then, for me, because of many years of practice, I'm able to place the head down, but you just see how you feel. If you can't place it down, just hands on the mat and head in a neutral position. Okay? So you decide what feels good to you and enter into the pose accordingly. Now we stay here, breathing steady. No pressure on the head. The head is lightly touching the mat. For 1. The pressure or the activation, if at all, is on the legs and the hamstrings. 3. My elbows are bent here, and if I feel comfortable, I can even place the elbows down on the ground. 4. 5. 6. 7. Knees straight and pushing back. 8. 9 and 10. Now we inhale, pressing the palms into the ground, coming up like this, slightly reducing the gap so it becomes easier for you to rise up. Both the hands coming on to the waist. Inhale, rise up and come back. Turn your feet slightly inwards so you get a better balance and return. All right. That was Prasarita Padottanasana in the first variation. We will now move to the next one. But first, simply bring your legs in. Take a moment here and relax. You can also rotate your ankles. So if you have any sort of activation required there. And the other side. Perfect. This can also be part of your warm-up actually when you are starting. So consider adding this in. Okay. All right. Now let's go to the second variation of Prasarita Padottanasana. In this one, we're going to be interlocking our hands behind us and then coming down with that interlock. So let's practice and see how that looks. Again, opening the legs into the same wide stance. Toes in, heels out. Now, interlocking the hands like this, right? Like this, behind the body. Open the chest, really expanding yourself, and get that momentum over here as you lift and expand. Pull your shoulder blades in at the back. Inhale deeply. Now as you exhale, push the hips behind, hinge at the hips, come down, and let your arms rise up, right? So right now my arms are pointing to the ceiling. If this is all you can do, perfect, hold here. If you can go more, come even lower and let your arms become nearly parallel to the ground. Okay? And hold for 1. 2, you can either touch your head or leave it halfway, up to you. 3, 4, continuing to hold and breathe. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now when you rise up, be careful with your neck and your back. Come up to the top. You can softly bend your knees on the way back so the pressure is reduced. Turn in, come in, and relax. Let go of your hands. Slowly release the pressure on your knees and come back to the center. Right? So Prasarita Padottanasana, this one, which is C, is obviously a little more challenging because of the interlock of the hands, which is why just do it as per your capacity. If you want to just be halfway or parallel, that's fine too. Main thing is to take care of your head and neck and not to fall over. So whatever it takes to be safe in the practice is what you should do, and you should listen to your body. Okay, so keep that in mind at all times, and it comes with practice, right? So if we try to overdo something on the first day, it won't work for us in the long run. So be easy, go gentle. Now, from here, we're going to switch position and go into a few sitting, cooling down asanas. Before we do that, just shake your legs out in case, you've got some accumulation of energy. Shake it and let it all go. Okay. Now, bounce a little with your knees so that any pressure has been released. And I think some of you know that I teach dance also. So, I really love adding in these bounces. It feels like I'm dancing while practicing yoga. So, that is our standing section. Now, let's change over. So, you're going to come into all fours again this time, right? So, knees to the ground, knees to the ground. And we're going to straight away go into Uttan Shisho Asana, which we also call the puppy pose, right? So, place your hands down like this, and again just wiggle your hips out so that you are comfortable in this posture. Now we're going to extend the body forward here as well. So walk your hands out to the front, walk, place the chin on the ground. Okay, if that is challenging, you can be here with your elbows or how much ever is possible for you. But if you can go all the way, then place your chin and chest on the ground. Meanwhile, your hips and knees are in a straight line and you're holding this posture steady for 1. Let the chest expand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. As we slowly come back, placing your elbows back in position, walk the hands back up. Take a moment here and then gently change your posture and come back into Sukhasana, cross-legged pose. All right. I'm sure it feels great to come back to a familiar position, Sukhasana. And in Sukhasana now, we're going to go in for what we call Brahma Mudra, which is the neck movements. It's called Brahma Mudra because Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe, has 4 heads looking in all the 4 directions. And therefore, Brahma Mudra is exactly that, moving the neck in all the 4 different directions. So let's practice it together. We're going to press the knees down, ankles crossed, hands in Gyan Mudra, and just gently close your eyes. Okay, open your chest, eyes closed. And just get ready now for the neck rotation movement. So as we stay here now in position, take a deep breath in the center. Exhale and move your neck gently to your right side as if you're looking at someone across your right shoulder. And turn so much that your chin and your shoulder are in the same line, right? So you've really turned sideways. And you're holding here. Now inhale, exhale, come back to the center. So you're taking your time, coming all the way back to the middle. Hold it here for a moment. Breathe in Exhale, move across to the other side. So you're coming to your left with your chin in line with the shoulders and the body engaged in position. So we're here. We hold here for 1, 2, and 3. As you inhale, gently exhale and return to your center. And already I'm sure you can feel that on your neck muscles, the nerves in your neck region. And now we activate further with the upward and downward movement. But here be more careful, especially if you have spondylitis or any neck injury at the moment. Either don't do the up and down movement or do it very slowly if at all. Okay, so be careful. Inhale and gently rise up as per your capacity, coming up to the top. Don't overlift the head, just little bit as you look up. Then inhale. Exhale, slowly coming down. Even here, be careful. Do not overstrain the neck. Do it very gently and slowly. Chin into the chest, head down. Inhale. Exhale, slowly coming back. We return to the center. And as you come back, you can open your eyes and relax. All right, now we're going to move into our pranayama practice next. So let's gently transition from asana into pranayama as we again sit up tall, open the chest, close our eyes. And we get ready for our Anulom Vilom practice, the alternate nostril breathing. Take your right hand into this mudra, the right thumb and the last 2 fingers outside. Right thumb on your right nostril. We go for 5 rounds of Anulom Vilom. Breathe in through the left nostril, inhale. Close the left, exhale. Inhale. Close, exhale. Again, inhale. Close, exhale. Inhale. Close, exhale. 3 more times. Inhale. Close, exhale. Inhale. Close, exhale. Continuing 2 more. Inhale. Close, exhale. Inhale. Close, exhale. Finally, 1 more. Inhale. Close, exhale. Inhale. Close, exhale. As you slowly come down, place your hands back onto your knees. Close your eyes. Just enjoy the after effect of the alternate nostril breathing as both sides of your nose and both your nostrils open up, as do both the hemispheres of your brain. And we feel that activation all across the body. And then finally we come towards our Brahmari pranayama practice, followed by the Uma chanting. So for Brahmari, let's place our hands towards the face. Thumb is closing the ear, pinky finger near the mouth, ring finger on the nose, top two on your eyes, and then elbows wide out like this. Okay, so open your chest, close your eyes, take a deep and long breath in. Two more, breathe in. And one more, breathe in. As we slowly start to release the body, we come all the way down, placing the hands onto the knees, eyes closed. And now as we feel this activation in Brahmari, we start moving towards our Uma chanting practice. So let's begin with the sound of as we start. Inhale. We combine all together. And as we feel the chant and the sound of the Uma practice now, we will gently begin to transition and come into our ending Shavasana practice. So let's slowly change as we change our posture. Take your time as you lie down on the mat. Palms are facing upwards. Body is completely surrendered to the ground beneath you. Close your eyes. Take your time and just breathe and hold for 1, 2, 3, as the entire body continues to surrender and drop down. 4, 5, 6. Now we very gently start joining our legs in together. So the feet come in, the hands come in besides the body. And we inhale to lift the arms up to the top, right? So you're going to stretch nicely. And as the toes point down and the arms stretch up, you get a nice big stretch there. We exhale, taking the arms down. And then we gently turn over to the right side, right? So as you turn, you bring the right hand under the head, the legs in towards the chest, closing your eyes, and just breathing steady for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. As we push into the ground and we rise up in position, we come back to the center, crossing our ankles, keeping the hands in Gyan Mudra at the knees, closing our eyes. Gently joining our hands into a Namaskara at the chest. And with the eyes closed, very slowly and gently, we move towards the end of our practice now with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Let's take a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Gently rubbing your palms together as you create some heat or friction. Placing the palms on top of our eyelids for some warmth. And as we gently release, we bring our hands down in front of the chest, opening our eyes to look at the palms. And then very gently as we come back, releasing, opening our eyes and relaxing. All right. So that was our asana practice for today. I hope you're feeling incredible. I really don't even feel like opening my eyes because it just felt so blissful, so relaxing. I hope you're feeling the same way. Once again, thank you so much for practicing with us today. I really hope you enjoyed the session, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video and the next asana practice. Until then, stay regular and keep up the practice in your own way. And if you'd like additional help and support from us, you can visit us on our website www.yogicgurukul.com, and we cannot wait to see you on Zoom, to connect with you in person, to really get some one-on-one time with you, because I think that's where the true magic happens in private practice together. So I look forward to seeing you there, and until then, take care, have a great day ahead. I'll see you very soon. Namaste.